Puppies and apartments, is that a good mix? Sure, it can be done, but apartment or community living folks have a few extra hurdles to overcome when it comes to new puppy training. And one of those hurdles is potty training. But there's nothing to worry about. Your favorite online trainers here with 10 tips to make this process easy and effective. Let's do this. Michelle here with How to Train a Dream Dog. Tip number 1. Yes, it's really okay to take your dog outside. There is a way to do it safely. We want to expose our dogs to new things in this critical imprint period, when they're learning all about the world around them. During this time, the puppy will be more naturally positive and accepting than they're going to be after 16 weeks of age. But yes, we need to keep your young puppies away from unvaccinated dogs or other sick animals. So for potty breaks, I want you to be sure to use a leash so you can guide your dog away from poo or other things that look unsafe. And find a spot where most of the other resident dogs don't go. Now is not the time to socialize with other dogs, so just be an advocate for your dog if your neighbors want to do a doggy meet and greet. A simple but firm, "Sorry, no meetings, he's still too young," will send the right message. Tip number 2. Now, if you really can't get your pup to the communal area for potty, then it's fine to create a potty spot closer to your apartment. If at all possible, try using a patio or a balcony. Dogs don't care where they go potty. Humans do. So in order to teach your dog the right place for potty, we have to make it really clear for them. So making sure every single potty break is outside, even on your balcony or patio, is what I recommend. Whatever you do, don't use pee pads. They'll become a chew toy, they teach your dog to go potty indoors, and your rugs and your pillows will be potty targets for a lifetime. Nope, nope, and nobody nope. Tip number 3. If you don't have an outside patio or a balcony, you can designate a place close to the door. Eventually, your pup will go out this door for potty. So put it as close as possible to the outside world. But wait! You have just a little extra work to do to make this as effective as possible. That leads me to tip number 4. Now, if you have a potty spot by the door or on the patio, you still need to define it as the spot for your pup. We recommend a little fence like this one. And you can also DIY some kind of border to make it obvious where the potty spot is and where it isn't. You should take your puppy there on a schedule and use a leash. Follow all of the suggestions in the new puppy starter kit, including how to use the potty bells for your pup to signal to you when it's time to go. Now I'm going to put a link to that free digital kit below so you can get all the best tips on potty training and a great game to get started on socialization. Tip number 5. Don't fall for the pee pads or other gimmicky potty break solutions. We don't recommend pee pads, fake grass, or the fake turf. The ideal setup is a patch of real, fresh grass. And you can get a subscription like this service provides. Or you can make it yourself with some sod and a cement mixing tray from the home improvement store. Your pup will eventually go potty on the grass, so that's what you want to provide from a young age. Okay. Now let's talk about getting that pup to the communal potty spot. This is an area where many puppy owners struggle. So here's tip number 6. Practice the route out your door and down the hall outside of the time that you need to walk it. So the distance from your door to the potty spot might be a lot to handle for your young pup. In your puppy's brain, there are a lot of distractions on the way there too. There are doors and people and smells and sounds and elevators and stairs. Oh my! The best thing to do is to desensitize this route to the potty spot so it becomes meh to your puppy. That means you've practiced it so much he's like, oh yeah, I know the hallway. No big deal. Now if you practice this in dedicated training sessions outside of the time that you need it, he'll do better and he'll be able to focus when it's actually potty time. This is how we do a lot of our desensitization work, including the car, the vet, groomers, and grooming tools, and so much more. Now let's talk about your neighbors. Well, they're a great option for dog sitters, but when you have a new puppy, you might need them to be a little patient. That's tip number 7. Warn your neighbors of the new puppy chaos. Not only will you be coming and going from your apartment a lot as you're working on the hall training and potty breaks, but if you're working on crate training, they might hear some protests as you work through the training games. Some people make a small gift that says, "Sorry for the noise, my puppy's in training." This lovely little gesture lets the neighbors know that you're working on it and it will get better. Some of our students enrolled in our 30-Day to Puppy Perfection course write on notes that they are working with a certified trainer who is helping them work through this new puppy stage. That usually helps the neighbors know that whatever disruption they're hearing won't be a long-term situation. Your puppy also wanted me to tell you about tip number 8. Elevators need desensitization. To a puppy, elevators can be scary and make no sense. So you definitely want to work with your dog to accept elevators as a positive thing. This means taking baby steps to desensitize it. So for example, you can start by simply letting your pup sniff the doors, then walk away. If that's going well, then you can work on opening the door and just watching, but not even going in. And eventually you can go in the elevator and come right back out without going anywhere. I know that sounds like a lot of steps, but your new puppy's brain is curious. So if you do it right, it shouldn't take too long for the elevator to become a non-issue, like we talked about with the hallway and the stairs. But if you push it too far, too fast, and elevators become scary, well, then you've got some work to counter condition and overcome that fear. That's a lot more work. But if you're not using the elevator, that means stairs, right? That leads me to tip number 9. Practice the stairs from the bottom. Now, it's normal that young puppies don't do stairs very well. They might be able to climb them, but coming down is often uncomfortable for them. It feels strange to them due to their low center of gravity and underdeveloped shoulder muscles. To teach your dog how to ascend or descend stairs, start at the bottom step and just work on one step up and down. When your dog seems to be doing that with ease, work on 2 steps up and down. Again, from the bottom. Just do a little bit at a time because we don't want to have too much repetitive movement on growing joints. Now, it's fine to use stairs as part of a normal day, but never use them for exercise. And teach your dog to go up and down them slowly. Avoid carrying your dog, even if he's little. Teach stairs as soon as you can. All right, are you ready for my next tip? I could probably do 18 more, but we only have time for this next one. But if you love what you're seeing, let us know. We love to hear from our viewers. So leave a comment, share this video with a friend who lives in an apartment, or leave us a super thanks. Okay, next tip. Be sure to expose your puppy to new things in a positive way. So this is especially important for apartment puppies who will have a lot of sounds and smells and sights all around them. So if you expose him to new things when he's young and his brain is naturally more positive and accepting, you're gonna help him be a confident dog when he's older. This is why we are so adamant about tip number 1. Do not wait to take your dog out until vaccinations are complete. You'll have missed the critical exposure window. Just be sure to do it in a safe way that is beneficial, which I explain in this video. It'll help him accept all the new things he's gonna experience in the apartment building and beyond. Now, that video will be the very next one to watch to get you started on positive exposure training as soon as your puppy is ready. Did you have any other questions? All right, well, comment below and we'll respond with some advice or other resources that can help you. Until next time, this is your favorite online certified trainer and puppy expert signing off.